Well, hello all and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. We've had the first fall of snow for this year. It's been quite heavy as well. Hence I'm in the spare room and where I've got me grow lights and propagator and so on. And I've got a little bit of a think about the plot and how this time of year I always tend to get it dug over, add any manure, any spent compost, any of my own compost, grow more pelletised chicken, you know, all that sort of thing. And I normally cover it then in polythene sheeting, tarpaulin, all that. And I've decided this year that I'm going to use this weed control fabric. Main reason being, well, a couple of reasons really. It's black, so come the springtime of next year it'll help warm the ground up a little, but also, yes, it'll stop the weeds as it says, but it'll allow the rain and any moisture, like with the snow that's lying on the ground now, when that starts melting, it'll allow all that through and into the soil and help to keep the soil moist rather than it drying out, which it has done in the past. I've taken plastic sheeting off or tarpaulin off and the ground has been dry in places, so this will help to keep the moisture in. I'm going to spin you around because I'm going to show you something with regards to saved seed. So let's have a look at those. Right, saved seed. So what can you see there? Well, there, my sunflowers. Sweet peas, sorry. They are Hilda's mix that I had off Andy. I've got another one of these containers equally as full as this with the sweet peas. Next to those are some cosmos. Then I've got sunflowers and I've got high hopes and Titan. And then in here, and I don't think you'll see very well, I'll try and put some on my hand. Can you see that? Let me just try and zoom you in a little. That's the seed for Spanish flag. I'll show you, because there's some more here to show you. As you can see, that's the Spanish flag. That's it, how it is once it's flowered. That is how the seed pods are. On there are 3 lots of gourds, different gourds, small shaped ones that we had for over Halloween. Granddaughter had them outside the front with the big pumpkin, which I've got the seed for the big pumpkin there. And then at the back of there, on here, I'll show you this. This is me tomato seed, and this is a variety I grow called Bacardi. So they're on there. I've got a thing here as well. Now this was given to me by, I don't know whether you'll be able to really see that well, but this was given to me by a fellow worker, and this bloke here, Douglas Smith, he's produced a tomato plant that actually produced 1,269 tomatoes on a single truss. I mean, that is just mind-blowing, but it's unbelievable. Like, he came into work with it the other day and said, "Here, have a look at this." I don't know what newspaper it's out of, but I just put that up there so I didn't forget about it, to be perfectly honest. But yes, that's some of the saved seed that I've got ready for next year. I've also got some French beans, climbing beans. I've got some Cobra and some Blue Lake. They are in another little, they're in another one of these little containers. And as I say, I don't know how many of you leave a comment. Let me know if you actually save any seed from one year to the next. I've started doing it with the sweet peas because Andy, absolutely brilliant. I don't know if you know the story, but these are a variety of sweet pea that he developed. He named them after his mother. His mother died and he named them after his mother. That's why they're called Hilda's Mix, and they produce absolutely fantastic show of flowers. They're brilliant, and I really am. Even now, Andy, if you're watching, again, thank you, sir, for sending these seeds out. It's absolutely brilliant. Some of these sunflower seeds, these will go into the bird feed when I go out on the plot and do them, but I've got a few there as well to use to grow with as well for next year. As you can see there, they are my Alsa onions, the large onions. I'd like to thank everybody that gave me a little bit of advice as to whether to leave them under the grow lights or have them in the propagator. What I've done with those is some of them have been left under the grow lights from when they were sown. They were sown the 17th of November. Today is the 29th, so they're doing really nicely. I'm very pleased with them, and they've all really caught up with each other. As I say, I had four seeds in, or pots, sorry, I had 4 pots on the propagator without the lid because they were getting too hot, drying out straight away, and I left 4 in the grow lights, and they've all basically, they're all about the same, so they'll get potted on within the next week or so. I only really want about a dozen at the most, because what I'm going to do, this is all just totally for fun, and what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put some out into the greenhouse, obviously later on next year, and I'm also going to put some out on the plot and just see how they go grown outside on the plot like you'd grow any other, shall we say, normal onion. But yes, I thought you might like to see those, and once again thank you to all of you that gave me advice with regards to whether to put them under the lights or leave them in the propagator. I did a bit of both, edged me bets you might say, and as you can see there, all looking good. Well, now that I've taken all the saved seed that I want from my beans, it's time to get and take these canes down. Some have started to come apart on their own. I don't know about you guys, but me, I don't know why. Tell me that I'm being silly, but there's a certain something about taking these bean canes down that to me means it's the end of the growing season. I know it isn't, because I've got parsnips, sprouts, purple sprouting broccoli, cabbage, all growing, but it's, I don't know, me, I just associate taking these down with the end of the season really. So without further ado, let's crack on and let's get these taken down. These knives are sharp, but we soldier on. A little extra thing with regards me cutting my hand. We have got first aid box on site. It is in the communal shed, so if I did need to have done anything with it, I'll show you. It's nothing superficial. Once that's clean, that'll be okay. Doesn't need a plaster or anything on it, so that's okay. But must admit that knife was sharp. That's supposed to cut the string, not my hand, but yeah. But we are equipped if needs be. So, but I just thought, any of you worrying, thank you for worrying, but no, I'm not about to bleed to death, so we're okay. Okay, so the plan. Well, the beans are out, and I've said what I'm going to do with that. This has been dug over and covered, so I'm going to work my way from here over to the purple sprouting broccoli and the cabbage, digging this over, clearing it as we go, covering it, all ready for next year, and eventually work my way all the way around and get all this dug over so that it's all ready for next year's growing season. I've got a little something I want to show you that it surprised me, I must admit, with regards to garlic. I'll spin you round and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Sorry for shaky camera work, but you see, this is a variety of garlic called extra early. Every single one has come up all the way along, and I'll show you the label. It went in on the 14th of November. Today is the 5th of December, and when I put these in, this roughly this half of the bed that you can see there now, I put some of that nitramate on here, and they seem to have really shot up compared with the rest, which admittedly not far behind, doing nicely, but they're not don't seem to be as far advanced as those. So yeah, I'm really pleased. None of the others come up yet, the elephant garlic or any of the other, but these I'm really pleased to bits with. And I don't know whether it's me or is it putting that Nutrimate in there? Has that really kicked them on? Don't know, but it's all looking good either way. While I'm round here, I've got to get a cabbage for tea. I could take that one, it's quite a good size, but looking around at what we've got here, I think I'm going to take that one. This is a little smaller, so we'll have that one out. These leaves, these won't go in the brown bin, these will go in the compost. There we go, nice little cabbage. Just take them off. And there we go, nice. Not a bad size, just there's only me and the missus for tea, so nice little cabbage. Well, that's it for this one, little short but sweet. Thank you all very much for watching, it really is very much appreciated. Please like, comment, subscribe. It's all good. I like your comments, like reading the comments. There's one or two of you, you know who you are, that comment regular, and big thumbs up and thank you for that. That's great. It's nice to know that I'm slowly developing a regular following, shall we say. So until the next time, be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.